now let me open my beer. So, we had the all-international introduction. How about some all-international cheers? Prost, na zdrowie. Cheers, a votre santé. Skål, gambaj. Kipes. I'm not so fluently in this, but 9 or 8 languages, what it was, should be enough for the moment. So now in the bottom right, we have CatZ here as the yellow Zerg. In the top left, we have Misha, aka Kas, from the Ukraine, from Team Empire. Of course, CatZ now is a member of Complexity Gaming, and looks like it is Belgium Beach. It is still the old version of Belgium Beach, apparently, and this is funny, on the European servers, which by far has a worst connection to the Korean servers. I'm not so really sure what's up with the merge with the Taiwanese servers and the Korean servers. If there's a better connection from Europe to the Taiwanese, which has then another connection to the Korean servers. But on Europe, we already have the revised version of Belgium Beach with its additional bases here in the top bottom left and in the top right, as well with those Zelnaga watchtowers here in the center and here in the center. So still, it's the old version of Belgium Beach, but still, it is awesome because it is the most beautiful map in the world. There you go, I said it, won't take it back. And let me give you a small walkthrough through the map. What's important about this map, what you can look out for, what can you abuse, and what is just awesome. Okay, let's go to the awesome part at first, the water and the beach. This map is basically a huge beach. You just can get your feet wet, but you can walk on the sand. Of course, it is just beautiful, absolutely astonishing white sand, not this black lava sand crap. It is the white sand, it is the good sand. Beside from the good sand, you can build buildings in the water or on the water. As a Zerg, as a Protoss, as a Terran, you can spread the love, or some people already say spread the creep as a Zerg player, on the sand, on the water, basically everywhere. We have a gold base here. We have a gold base here. This natural is relatively easy to defend. You can go for the second expansion relatively easy as well. Only this entrance here and this entrance here. You can protect your main base, for example, as a Protoss or Terran player. If you just wall off here on the low ground, you can send in some units on the high ground. So still, there is no ramps here directly as an entrance to the base, but still there's a high ground area giving you a small advantage as a defender. Now what did CatZ do? There's a hatchery, there's a pool, there is a queen coming up, because not just yet, he's supply blocked, but the queen is coming up at the natural expansion. Did he just lose? And yes, indeed, he did lose an overlord apparently. I was just a little bit too much distracted here by the beautiful Belgium Beach map. And anyway, so what is Kas doing right now? And there he's having a factory, there's having a starport, he's getting a Banshee, and he's getting cloak. So this time he's getting a Banshee with cloak. Last time he was not getting the cloak, and if he would have gotten the cloak last time on dual side, he actually would not have been able to do much, because CatZ already had the layer up, he already had an overseer on the field, so in the end it was a smart decision by Kas. And one more thing before the action starts in this game, about the last game, game number 4 on dual side. When I was showing the units lost tab and it was pretty much even, I was quite surprised a little bit, because we saw CatZ just moving over here with Brute Lords and Infestors. Of course, Roaches are cheap units, they just like very cheap to say the least. But Brute Lords, they cost quite a bit. Infestors cost quite a bit as well. But because of the mech units Kas was producing, because of those units not being cheap at all, he was not being able to just do just to play very, very cost effective. Once you lose the metal, you lose a lot of money. So here's the Banshee moving in. Cloak is not just yet finished, but Spore Crawlers are already in the making. The layer just needs another 440 seconds. Now, this Banshee took quite some damage. Now the Banshee is Cloak. Where's the Spore Crawler? Here it is. but now this Banshee is attacking the drones instead of the Queens. Already got 8 kills, now 9 kills, pretty soon 10 kills. This Spore Quarter just takes another 10 seconds, and there he is just taking out more drones. But transfusion, oh no, not a transfusion, but it was just the drone moving in the extractor, because injured drone comes out, healthy drone, injured drone moves in, healthy drone comes out. You can't explain that. So there's the Banshee with a 14 HP left, but it is Sergeant Banshee with 12 kills, absolutely paid off. Here's the second Banshee moving in for Kas right now, maybe going for a small high five with the first one. Indeed, here we go. He's not having any SCVs at the front to go for any repairs. So still deciding to move in, continue to attack with 2 Banshees. No, not just yet. There is a scan coming up, a cloak coming up. There's an Overseer, and this Overseer is quite late. He already had the layer finished, but he simply can pull back to the Spore Crawlers, because even though the Spore Crawlers are not in range to take out those Banshees, the Spore Crawlers are able to provide the vision, provide the detection. There, speaking of detection, this is what he needs right now. Overseer is moving in now, doing some more damage, and very good play by Kas to take out those double creep tumors once again. He really wants to prevent CatZ from just expanding with the creep too much. Kas is just a friendly person, he wants to share the love, so yeah, you don't got creep, don't worry, I can send you some of my creep overs, got some leftovers, I'm a sharing person, I want to just, what's mine is yours. Same goes for Banelings, for example. No need for my Banelings to explode in my base, I can really offer you for my Banelings to explode in your base. He's just a kind person. So, here's another Banshee, there are the Queens attacking, and this Banshee is going down. CatZ taking out this Banshee, but now there is Kas moving over, and it's just Kas moving in with units by air, trying to do some damage. Let's take a look, how many units are there on the field for CatZ, and it is not a single unit, but 8 of those mutas. Now the mutas are on the field right now, here they are. Are they going to move in to take out the Marines? The Marines do have the stim right now, and as soon as the stim was finishing and the combat shield, those Marines were moving in. We see just the mutas here, and I'm not sure if the mutas are powerful enough to take out the Marines, and not a single circling on the field. And now there is CatZ moving in with the Queens and the mutas. Does he have enough energy for some transfusions? Yes, he does, and he's just transfusing everything, and this is what he needs to do. Very nice played, very well played with his Queens and the mutas, taking out all the Marines. And he had 9 mutas out, still got 7 mutas left, so only losing 2 mutas is a good thing to have. Now there we see the BP oil spill is starting right now, with the creep tumor spreading here. At the same time, CatZ is expanding to the bottom left, but now Kas, he's got some Marines raiding, he's got a Medivac raiding here as well, but the Marines help out a little bit. Still, it is not enough, so CatZ needs to pull back with his forces. And there are the Marines continuing to move over, trying to pick up a single mutas. Is not going to happen. And CatZ for the moment is safely retreating. Let's take a look. Units lost. 2,000 minerals at 2,000 resources, or 1,750. Not that big of a difference. Let's take a look at the harvester count. 51 SCVs, 49 drones. Spine quarters coming up, the +1/+1 for the Zerglings, and possible Banelings or possible Ultralists for the future is about to get finished right about now. And speaking of Banelings, in the first game CatZ did have a Banelings nest, but I don't remember to see any Banelings on the field, and I'm in the mood for some Banelings. I mean, Banelings are an awesome unit to have, and speaking of awesome units to have, the Terran Plate does have those Medivacs. They are a very good unit, and there he is dropping some Marines. CatZ pulling away just in time, not losing a single drone, but losing a newly spawned Mutalisk, another Queen, a Spine Crawler in the making. Now this hatchery is taking some damage. Zerglings moving in, mutas moving in as well. Now the Marines attacking the mutas, but a little bit too late. Was trying to focus on the hatchery. Hatchery still got half HP, about 750 left. But now there is Kas, and he wants to go for the gold. Now, how many mutas does have CatZ on the field? He's got 11 mutas, got 2 more in the making. Any upgrades on those? Just the +1 attack. I'm currently thinking is he going to be able to take out those Marines? Because if he's able to take out the Marines, he's able to take out even more units. Triple Mule being called down, and Kas, he's actually expanding to the top right location as well, but there are the Mutas taking out this SCV, producing the missile turret. And I really like that he was just not trying to kill off this missile turret right away. At first moved over here to check if there are any other missile turrets in production, and this is how you need to do this. Very, very smart play by him. Now CatZ is getting the +2 attack, the +2 armor, getting the +2 flyer attack even, and being able to catch up those missile turrets, but no, they got just finished just in time, but and 2 of them go down. That's quite an accomplishment already. And now Kas is just moving from the left side to the right side with his Marines, trying to get something done, but CatZ is all over the place. So now let's see, what do we have here? Some Zerglings trying to take out the rocks. The rocks go down, 6 more Mutas in production, more drones, more Zerglings. Infestation Pit Planetary is finished already at the gold. Planetary coming up in the top right. And now, that's why I want to see some Banelings. Just roll in with 26 Banelings, and the Planetary is just gone. So now there we see another drop coming up for Kas. He wants to drop once again. Here all of his units are off position. There are the Mutas moving in. There are the Zerglings moving in as well. Of course, the Zerglings trying to take out this missile turret, helping a little bit. And it's just too many Mutas. It looks like Kas deciding, okay, it is time for a counterattack. I'm tired, or I can't just defend on the left side and on the right side at the same time. Here are the forces at the same time. There's the drop. Spinecrawler doing some damage, but still, of course, not enough. The Medivac is just healing too much. Those forces slowly move forward. He took out the rocks, and then he decided to move over here once again. Now those Mutas pulling back, the Marines repelled them. This Planetary just survived barely with 200 HP. At the same time, he lost this hatchery, and looks like CatZ might be in a little bit, or actually in a lot of trouble here. He's got quite a lot of Zerglings, and if he's able to go for a nicer round, he most likely will be able to make something happening. But he's doing a good job. Kas is doing a good job with his Marines, having those Marines in the back. But now he is going to attack Fungal on mostly the tanks, but not on the Marines. Now all those Zerglings are already dead. Now this is a Fungal I want to see, and this Fungal most likely will be enough, and yes, it will be enough. But the Infestation Pit, this hatchery, the Spinecrawler, all those extractors are gone. Still, he's got the gold up and running, so he's got another place to mine from. But it is currently 3 base CatZ against 4 base Kas, and this is not what you want to have. There, Kas is moving in position here with this Marine to attack once again. He's got the +1/+1 finished, and the +2/+2 is finished in the next 20 seconds here for him. Now attacking at the gold, pulling away the drones just in time is what CatZ is doing right now. There he's moving in with more Marines, with more siege tanks. Fungal on those Marines. A lot of those Marines go down, but I think CatZ is not having enough units. Just 3 Infestors and a Mutalist on the field, 3 more Mutas and 22 more Zerglings. But I think it might be a little bit too late. CatZ simply could not allow himself to lose this hatchery, but he lost the hatchery, and that's why he is paying the price for it. Maybe just having 1 or 2 Banelings, just being ready here in this area to roll in, force a liftoff, or just catch those Marines off guard and take them out. But not a single Baneling was given this day or exploding this day. Now Kas deciding, okay, I got 4 base against 2 base, better build a 5th base just to make sure if you're ahead, get more ahead, is what CatZ needs to be afraid of, because Kas is expanding once again here to the 9 o'clock as well. So pretty soon we have a 6 base Kas, but CatZ finished with this base in the top left and going for the gold once again. But all those Infestors are here, all those Zerglings are here, but all those Marines and tanks by Kas are in the bottom left, and those drones, they just keep on running for their life. Oh, I can mine. Oh no, I get attacked. Better move over to the gold. I can. Oh no, I'm getting attacked. Better move. Ah, now there he is again. Now there is CatZ going for a counter attack, forcing a counter. They're having a changeling. Suspicious Marine is suspicious. Moving over with those Zerglings here to this natural expansion. There is a scan coming up. There are the Zerglings and the Marines. Nice fungal, he needs to fungal again, he's fungaling again, so all of those Marines go down. This is how you need to deal with mass Marines. But if you don't have an infestor in position, basically you need 2 infestors, by the way, you need to have some banelings. He's not having some banelings, but he's having another unit, and this other unit is awesome as well. It is called the Broodlord, and here we go. The Broodlords have the +2 attack, so they will be able to do some damage. The +2 melee attack is out for the Zerglings, aka also for the Broodlings as well. And fun fact, did you know? The first time those Broodlords attack, they attack twice, because do you see here in the back there are 2 Broodlings flying behind the Broodlords. And then it is just those Broodlings will get replenished 1 by 1, so every time a Broodlord attacks at first, he is actually dealing double the damage and providing double the Broodlings. So here he needs to use his Broodlords, because this hatchery is going down. There are the Broodlords. Do we see any Vikings on the field? Yes, we do. We have 4 Vikings on the field now. The Marines move in with a stim, but the siege tanks actually do quite a lot of damage. The Marines are not doing enough damage. All of the Broodlords survive, forcing those tanks to pull back. Now we see a nuke in production here for Kas. He's got 13 more Marines, siege tanks, Vikings, everything else is in production. Setting, okay, let me try to get expansion number 5 up once again at the same time. CatZ finished once again with his hatchery. I'm not sure if it's the 3rd or the 4th time, but it is quite often happening. There he's building this base once again. Mass fungal, nice on the Marines and on the Vikings. So this is how you need to fungal your opponent's units, but still, does he have enough? And personally, I don't think so. Kas is just getting more and more ahead, and that's why CatZ is GGing and Kas takes game number 5. So Kas is in the lead, 3-2, and because of this being a best of 7, we still have at least 1 more game coming up.